Hi, this is Michael Buckhoff from BetterTOEFLScores.com. Today, I want to talk about TOEFL iBT pronunciation. How quickly can you read or speak out loud? Now, you're going to see a reading passage. Now, I want you to practice tracking the process of reading just slightly behind the narrator. This is an excellent way to work on your pronunciation skills. Get ready to read out loud. 3, 2, 1. People in a society want to be protected and feel safe. Additionally, people appreciate a thriving economy where unemployment is low and job pay is high. Upon construction, a military base could provide some of these things, but at what price to the community? The advantages of building a military base near my community might be an increase in jobs. Many soldiers will live at the base, and they will go to the city to buy clothes, food, and entertainment, all of which will generate more revenue for the city. Moreover, the military base will provide a sense of security to the community and the nation, since the soldiers who live there have taken an oath to protect my country and Constitution at any cost. The disadvantages to constructing a military base could be an increase in crime and pollution. First, look at Okinawa as an example. Sometimes some of the soldiers go into the city to drink and party, and then a young girl gets raped and some fights happen. Many are hurt and lives are shattered because of crime caused by the soldiers from the military base. There could also be an increase in pollution since many military vehicles emit harmful fumes to the environment. Noise pollution could also be a problem since military bases often engage in war games by setting off explosions and shooting machine guns. All in all, however, I favor having a military base in my community. All right, how'd you do? Could you read it about the same pace as I read? Now, the next part of your practice exercise is pretty simple. I want you to record this reading passage. Your goal is to read it out loud and record yourself and read it in less than 1 minute and 50 seconds. Now, I read it in 1 minute and 44 seconds. I'm going to give you 6 free seconds, but can you read it in 1 minute and 50 seconds? Now, if you can do that, that gives you the idea about how quickly you need to be able to speak during the TOEFL speaking tasks. You need to be able to speak at about that pace. So I'm trying to get you used to what's called fluency. Now, after you record yourself and you actually read it in about 1 minute and 50 seconds, the next thing is to evaluate your recording in 3 areas. Number 1, pay attention to word stress. Are you stressing the correct syllable of the words, especially those words that have 2, 3, 4 and more syllables? Now, when you not only do you have to stress the correct part of the word, you need to make that stress syllable longer, louder, clearer, and higher pitch. Those are the 4 characteristics of word stress. Now, secondly, in addition to word stress, you need to pay attention to your intonation. Try to use the same kinds of tones that I was using when I was reading the reading passage. So be careful about that one. And the third thing you should evaluate your pronunciation is called grouping. Grouping and also pausing. Make sure you're not pausing too often. You need to pause maybe within 1 sentence. You pause maybe 2 times. Be careful you're not pausing too much now. I gave you these 3 areas again, remember. Word stress, intonation, and what's called grouping and pausing. These are the 3 things the TOEFL iBT human raters have been instructed to pay attention to your pronunciation in these 3 areas. If you can do well in these areas and you can read that passage that I just read under 1 minute and 50 seconds, probably you have a fast enough speaking speed to do pretty well on TOEFL iBT speaking tasks. Now, of course, obviously, it assumes you're going to get a high score if you're organized, if you can speak quickly, if you're accurate in the ideas that you give, of course.